Bum 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 bum. And we're live. We are live. Well, we're live. I'm here. Haha. And we have a leaky. Hello. I am here. You are here. Everybody sitting comfortably? If so, we'll begin. So, this is the second of our sponsored games, donation games, whatever you want to call them. This game was sponsored by my new niece Evie and the cats, who somehow got hold of my credit card. So let's see what they're putting us through. Now, I seem to remember. Okay. Did not already set a Shadowgate? Hi. Oh, I see Shadowgate, which is really weird. Cinematic volume doesn't need to be quite so bad. Okay, so we're going to go with normal for now. Yes, for tooltips and show stuff. In-game menu. Oh, this is help. Okay. Oh. Hi Ray and English. Well, thank you for fixing the game. I don't know why that was broken. Okay, so it's a little loud. Okay. So I think this is a remastered version of the game. Oh dear. Yeah, it's like a remastered version of the game that we played as part of the 8-bit anthology, which contained a whole bunch of old point-and-click games, I really liked it, except there was one that was really buggy, but it wasn't this one, I don't think. I vaguely remember the torches, and I seem to remember I got vague memories of what it could be. Okay, so, but then I'm not familiar with Shadowgate, and I think probably normal. Normal seems reasonable. Let's put some hints on. I mean, we're going to do a playthrough, and see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get some achievements. That would be cool. Oh, it's snowing.
A hero's journey? A great quest? Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthger, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more?
Yes, it's an old-ass game, but I'm fairly certain this is a remaster.
I have come
with like extra stuffs.
Beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage.
Dirk.
Ride south.
It's a knife, isn't it? Right.
Around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithsath.
Sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Of Murlak Tor, and the spires of Gimdane, and and the darkness of Tarketh's Pass.
Definitely sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings.
There you shall find my stone in wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered, either on foot, on mount, on wing. Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires, it harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers and ascribed to legend. Shadowgate, the living castle. But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane, a blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Blackmere of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest. It is there that you will find yourself.
Dun dun dun! So yeah, I think there may have been a dragon and stuff. Okay, so welcome to the tutorial. Gameplay tips will appear at appropriate times to teach you the mechanics of the game. You can turn these tips on or off at any time in the settings tab of the options menu. You can also find more info in the help menu and the option menu. Press the B button to close a gameplay tip. The command system. Press the A button to open the command wheel. Opening the command wheel when selecting an object shows commands in the wheel that you can perform on the object. Selecting the command will execute the action. For example, to take the skull on the ground, press the A button on the skull and select the Take command, which looks like a hand. That's not the skull, believe it or not. Context action. From now on you will start seeing icons next to your cursor. This icon shows you the action you will take when you press the B button. This button changes based on the object that you hover over. The environment will show you the most used object most used action with that object. Keep in mind that this context is not necessarily the correct action, or even a safe one. Well, B, I think it's safe to take the key. Put the key in your satchel. Objects, e.g. a key, you take are stored in your inventory. Select your bag in the command wheel to view all of your inventories and their content. You can use commands on objects in the inventory. Put the key in your satchel. The use command. To use one object on the environment, first select the object you would like to use and the use icon. Then select what you would like to use the object on in the scene. Squeeze me a moment. Ouch. Which way are putting your hands, Yoriki? Oh, what is that up there? That is probably something. What is that up there? Is that a picture? It's a picture of me. Thyself. Yorick. Bag. Item. Spell. Outfit. Archive. Oh god, this is very complicated. RT. Ah, legend. RB go fast, LT go back. Maximize time. Aha, here we are. Okay, so with Akmia's words echoing about your head, you stumble a bit until the world ceases its lurching. You stand before the Gatekeeper Mountain, an ornate door framed by a series of skulls is fashioned into the rock wall. Thick green roots twist through the dense foliage. You nearly drop the skull when it begins to speak. About time, boy! You have no idea how long I've been here. You can call me Yorick. I have no recollection of how I got here, but I do know plenty about this castle. If you need help on this quest of yours, just speak to me, and I'll give you a hint. You put the key in your satchel. Ouch! Watch where you're putting your hands, Yorick exclaims loudly. That was when I tried to stick him on whatever this is. Yeah, so that's the thick green things. Oh, there's a gap there. The circular indent in the archway suggests that something belongs in this slot. Use Yorick. Use Yorick on what? As you attempt to shove Yorick in the slot, his eyes blaze and he cries, "You'll not be putting me back there! There are others more suited to that task." You relent when the skull begins to heat up uncomfortably. Okay, so that was what? That was the hot menu. RB go first. Quick save with right stick. Ah. Cool! The game has been saved. Okay, so let's go. Any itch in my eye. Oh, there. Right, okay, so. Use thyself on what? How about I just look at myself? You look upon yourself with apprehension, not knowing whether you are fully prepared for this strange adventure. Combine. So, iron bands bind the rough-hewn wooden planks that comprise this door. The door is locked. How about we use... Turn the key unlocking the door. After a moment, you toss the key aside. The open or close command. You can open or close objects, like unlocked doors, by selecting the object and then the open-close icon. Or I can be. The door opens with an eerie creak. Without warning, a pair of glowing eyes filled.
It was a fool to send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
Did you see the lever on the right? Because it is a stationary, non-takeable object, the use command behaves differently. Also, hi Albino, it is a string. Yay. Simply select the lever and then select the use icon. This is the same as the use with command with thyself and the object. Okay, so without warning, a pair of glowing eyes fill the chamber and a dark force invades your mind. The apparition fades, leaving a trail of cold air behind. So yes, I vaguely... So that's there. Let's take a torch. Yeah, I remember something about having to light torches the last time. What is that? The circular hatch is made of a strange stone set securely within a mortared base. Some enchantment has sealed it shut. Perhaps a magic spell would open the hatch. Okay. I don't have a spell. Strange pattern, unlike anything you've seen before, is carved into the solid iron door. The door is locked. Okay, well let's just use the lever. Oh, hello. Ah! I am very much good as a distracty stream. In order to instantly use items from your inventory on the environment, you can use Quick Use. Press the X button, open the command wheel in the last inventory you opened. Pressing the X button on the item you wish to use will instantly use the item on the object the cursor is on without going into use mode. Inventory type can be changed using the LB and RB buttons. Put the key in your satchel. Okay, so use from bag. Use heavy key on door. Use torch on door. Use dirk on door. Yeah, see, it was a knife. Use key on door. You struggle with both hands to turn the key in the stubborn lock. A satisfying click echoes through the chamber as you toss the key aside. Stop tossing the keys aside, damn it! The door easily swings open. Sometimes, to be able to go forward, you first have to go back. Use the LT button on your controller to go to the room that is behind your current room on the map. Okay, why did we want to go back? Use Dirk. Ooh. It's very old school, but you like the text descriptions. Yes, it is old school. This is Shadowgate. This is an old school point and click that I believe they remastered it. Though it's not called Shadowgate Remastered. It is... Oh, the legendary adventure has been redesigned from the ground up, adding in tons of new mind-bending puzzles, lots of new rooms with a stunning hand-painted 2D graphical details and more objects to interact with. This new console version builds upon the massively reimagined remake of the original Shadowgate and features a refined user interface and intuitive wheel-based icon command system to help players along on their quest. Which is cool. It's got 4 different difficulty levels. Jeez. Iron Man mode that disables saves and requires players to finish the game in one go. You can also play in retro mode. And, right, it's a Peggy 12. I should be able to set it as teen stream if it's a Peggy 12. It's just left over from Mass Effect, I believe, that we're on 18. Mild peril, yeah. There we go. Teen rated. We are safe. Safe. Okay, so equipping objects. Notice the helm on the ground. This is an object you can equip. This is the game that has the dragon in, isn't it? Equip objects by selecting them, then selecting the Equip Armor icon. Equipped objects can be seen on thyself, the portrait in the command wheel. This can be enlarged by looking at thyself as well as in your inventory. You can unequip objects by following the same procedure. Using the duck, you successfully hack through the thick roots. And we take the helmet. Okay, so use from bag. Dirk on thyself. Use helm on thyself. I now have a helm! Look at thyself. Use thyself on doorway. That is taking it rather literally, isn't it? No, it's on that side. No, it's on that side. Okay. Still don't know what this hot menu is. No. Okay, let's go back inside. The helm makes you think of Nightmare. Yes! Oh, that game. Oh. That was a cracker of a game. Very 80s, 90s. A cold mist swirls about your feet, casting a surreal pall over this stone-arched antechamber. Yes, careful team, and be sure to make sure you know which way your left and your right are. Ooh, okay. You can save and load games at any time, and that's important. Shadowgate is a dangerous place. Press the Options button to open the Systems menu and select Save and Load icons. To open their respective menus, you can also use right stick and left stick to quick save and quick load, respectively. Your game has been saved. Spellcasting. T-E-A. Okay. Oh, what is the That lock. Open. You look at it. Okay. Giving the skeleton a quick once-over, you find no obvious cause of death. You do, however, have a bad feeling about this. Okay, well, to take these torches. Torch and satchel. Look at this rolled up parchment is secured with a dab of candle wax. Okay. Open. You pat down the corpse. Your rough handling produces a piece of parchment and a scroll, which you put in your pack. I wanted to take his cloak, to be perfectly honest. Okay, parchment. Look at. There we go. You read the hastily scrawled writing on the parchment. Since it is the only means to capture and control the elementals, you must hide the silver orb beyond the waters of the sewers. Yes. Sidestep. Left. Okay. Okay, so we have several torches. And a dirk. A helm. A dusty scroll. To have a open. And then look at dusty scroll. You read the message scrawled on the page. Brown, I have your dog. If you wish to see the flying ace again, then bring the 3 pumpkins to the place beyond the harvest door. But be very wary, for only one outfitted in a mask for the hallowed eve can gain entrance. There you must carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed, and this will all end. Cordially, DP. What? Thinking about those flaming eyes. I mean, what exactly are we dealing with here? The animated skull asks. A damp, musty breeze wafts out from behind an altar set within a stone alcove. You note that the long hallway continues further into the mountain. Grabbing that scroll. Secured scroll. Open. Look at. You read the message scrawled on the scroll. Fandriel, this missive is of utmost importance. We must coordinate our efforts. Seek my obelisk in the acolyte den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us. But I have plans in motion that may yet avert disaster. It is signed with the name Lakmir. I know that name. The passage continues on deeper into the mountain. The flame from this candle barely flickers. Amazingly, the flame does not consume the wick on this candle. Use. I wanted to take it. The old musty smell emanating from this book hints at its age. Let's open it. Something shifts under your feet as you open the book. You scan the ancient manuscript, noticing most of the language is unintelligible. However, one particular word stands out from the rest. Invocaine. In your mind's eye you see a glyph glowing with power. And quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook. You have learned a spell! Cool. Most of the ancient writing is difficult to decipher. However, a passage catches your eye. It reads, "Only death to those who disturb the sacred altar." Okay. Close. Because it's only polite. Strange markings and glyphs line the stone pillar that enshrouds this statue. One that depicts a hooded figure with a darkened visage. Okay, so go back. And then I want to use not an outfit, a spell. Evoke a spell. Use the invoking spell. You visualize the glyph in your mind and focus your will. When the pressure builds to an uncomfortable level, you release the spell with a word. The power dissipates as quickly as it's appeared. No, it's not open then. Ah, that's the archive. Gotcha. Archive, inventory. Spell. The translation of the spell glyph is Invoken. Your mind glimpses some spectral person at the edge of your consciousness. Okay, well, let's go down here. Searching and looting! You can search and loot various objects in the game by selecting the object and then selecting either open or use. The contents of the object will be automatically added to the appropriate sections in your inventory. Searchable objects include corpses, desks, bags, chests, etc. A series of ancient doors encircle this small hallway. It looks as if a battle had been fought here long ago. You put the sack in your satchel. You search among the bones of the skeleton, but find nothing that interests you. Okay, so... open the sack. You rummage through the sack and find a scroll. You put this in your satchel while discarding the sack. Can I not keep the sack? Wrinkled scroll. Open. Look at. While the writing is difficult to discern, you manage to glean a few key phrases. The danger is real. Alert the surrounding lands. Seal off the passages into the Gatekeeper Mountains. The wax seal shows an eagle in flight and is signed by someone named Fandrel. We have a letter from him as well. Okay. So... oh, okay. Left door. Hi, Jesse. Any particular reason you want me to go through the left door? Am I going to get eaten by a grue? It is always left, but those looked barred, whereas that one looked open. Okay, we will try. We'll go left. Teeth chattering. You stand within the cold cellar, hugging yourself for warmth. A creature made of ice hovers playfully on the far side of the room. You grab hold of the ice and squeeze with all your might. The only thing against you are cold, wet hands. Oh yes, don't forget to cast... yeah, that is really... okay, so... that's not what I wanted to do. Use from bag. Use dirk on ice. You attempt to hack away at the ice with a dirk. A few slips of ice break after it starts. Grab the torch. Strange entity. Made entirely of solid ice and cold vapour, hovers about the room in front of you. You've heard of a magical orb that can capture creatures like this. Okay, well we don't have it, so for now, let's go forward. Ah, it's the dragon! The smell of brimstone rises from within this chamber as a pair of glowing eyes watch your every move from an opening in the far wall. Drop the helm in your satchel. The hammer in your satchel. Ah! The dragon shifts this way. It should have grabbed the shield first. Quicker than possible. The flames engulf you. You scream in excruciating pain as your flesh is seared from your bones. Yes.
'Tis a sad thing.
I'm dead.
Your adventures have ended here.
It's okay, I've got a quick load. Difficulty casual. I picked normal! Don't tell me it's normal and then say difficulty casual. That's mean. You lash the iron shield securely to your forearm. Okay, I already have a helm. With a roar, the ancient beast releases a scorching stream of fire at you. You'll raise your iron shield just in time to block the dragon's flame, dispersing it harmlessly. Use the ribcage on what? No, actually, I just wanted to sort of look at it. Expose. Okay. What's the one? Drop the hammer. Oh, you lift your iron shield and once again block the fiery flame. This time you can actually feel the heat. I'm going back. You manage to rush from the room before the dragon can release a blast of fire. Okay, why can't he blast some fire through here? Can I use? Torch use. Ice. You bring the lit torch close to the ice. It takes a few moments, but eventually the ice melts away, revealing a scroll hidden within. I was wondering what happened wondering if you happened to see my sister around here. I've been looking for her for ages. You find she's a spitting image of me. Okay. I might look in a minute, but for now, I'm trying not to die. Scroll, look. As you scan the scroll, one particular word almost seems to jump out at you. A gap! In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power and quickly write down the strange markings in your spellbook. Before the scroll crumbles in your hands, you realize you have learned a spell. Ooh. Stone opening. That's cool. Say. Contemplate taking the skull. After a moment you relent, having decided it would be useful on your quest. Drop the helm. Shield protects you, it glows red hot. Yeah, okay, so we can't get the skull, but I've got another helm. Back again. Oh, you take the skull. Is that his sister? The skull has a deep gouge in the back of its head, a telltale sign of a death blow from an axe. Dented helm looks a bit too small for you. Okay, well we're going to go right. Within a large cavern you find yourself on the shore of a placid underground lake. It's hard to tell from this distance, but you think you see a skeleton chained to a rock. Perhaps you need to get a closer look somehow. You sense something large and ominous deep below the surface of these black waters. I didn't get anything for dying for the dragon. Ooh. But I have gotten progress towards things. Okay, so. Several sizes too large or several sizes too small. I'm not sure if that improves my look at all. Okay, Let's try up here. Only because I don't have a boat or anything. Oh, hello. Magnificent waterfall cascades from the mouth of an ancient stone statue, painstakingly carved into the cavern wall. Below it, an undulating mass of water hovers playfully above the river. Feels like elements. Its marking looks like a dwarven craftsman's stamp. Hovering before you is an entity made entirely of water and mist. The liquid elemental continuously forms and reforms in a hypnotic way. You've heard of a magic orb that can capture creatures like this. A waterfall cascades down from the mouth of a statue carved into the cavern wall. See the outline of a cave opening behind it. I cannot go forward unless I can control. So to go with let's try the last door. Hello. With stone tombs lining the walls of this musty crypt, there's an ancient, almost reverent air to this place. Nick. Oh no, that was a torch that moved a thing. Oh shit. Her mechanism release and there's a rumbling beneath you. Jump back as the tomb in the center of the room slowly moves across the floor, revealing a stairway leading down. Okay. Yanked on that one. And yanked on that one. The likeness of a regal figure has been engraved on the lid of this tomb. Cowled shadowy creatures carved on the lid of this crypt. Indistinct yet noble-looking warrior has been carved in this sarcophagus. A bas-relief carved on the tomb is of an ancient figure brandishing a sword. Okay. Figure carved on the lid of the tomb has a mischievous feral look to it. Okay, and we've got some downstairs. I'm wondering if we can... Wait! When you open the tomb, a horrific creature is released, letting out a piercing cry that cuts into your very being. It's a banshee, harbinger of death and disease. Feel a momentary stabbing pain before the something. Time is running out while you've seen the visage of the Warlock Lord, and now you've been cast. Both of these things are time limits in the fame. I think they mean game. It's important to both cure yourself before you die and to stop the Warlock Lord before he destroys the world. Playing with fire. Some objects in the game are flammable. Set objects on fire by selecting your current torch, the user with that icon. The object you wish to burn. Be careful not to burn something that might prove useful later on. Body wrapped in linens is gnarled and twisted. The wrappings appear to be very flammable. Okay, well then I'm setting it on fire. The ancient wrappings quickly go up in flames as the mummy burns and mask falls to the ground. Your vision clears and the episode passes. Wow, that was intense. Okay, we picked up a mask. Its horrible visage of the wooden mask resembles a witch from children's tales. Okay, so I guess we're not dying right now. Use the skull on... Oh, I didn't mean to use the skull. God damn, I keep hitting the wrong button. What I wanted to do was put on the mask. Slip the costume mask over your head. The thing smells terrible and makes it difficult to see. Ooh. Let's take this. I got a pumpkin! Okay, well let's not set that on fire because it didn't attack us. Never hear of Elren's Stand, Yorick interrupts. Now that was an epic poem. One of my favourites. We have a huge hulking figure. Okay. Well, I now have another scroll. I think. No, I picked up a bag. Damn it. No, I picked up a pumpkin. God, I am losing it. Okay. So how is everyone this fine Tuesday? Assigning objects to the hot menu. Open using the LB. You can assign objects to the hot menu by highlighting the item in the command wheel, holding the X button. Anytime you want to use it. Okay. Oh, this room reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King Otto's Fair. I remember taking your sister, hoping to lose her in the reflective maze. Large boulder has veins of quartz running through it. Large rocks sit squarely on the floor. Seated at the bottom of the opening is a metal door locked securely in place. Nab. Not that my torch is running out, because apparently I'm playing on easy! Even though I selected normal. It's a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror, noting that you look nothing like you when you started the series. Catch some movement behind your reflection. You jump back in surprise before looking around the room. A faint warping effect moves across the surface. You run your fingers along the mirror's frame, looking for hidden latches or releases. Nothing. Pumpkin did not do anything to the mirror. Okay. I definitely remembered the dragon. Didn't I say I remember the dragon? You cup your hands in the water and bring them to your face, washing away the humidity, grit and grime from your attention. Well, I'd say that was good. There was a dragon through there, and a skull. Oh yes. Spell. Gap. You focus your will on the stone hatch, whispering the words of the spell. Train power flows out of you, enveloping the stone hatch. After a moment, the stone lid opens. You lean in close and look inside the open hatch. The stone compartment harbors a strange mechanism, one comprised of levers, rods, and gears. Marking looks like a dwarven craftsman stone. The stone button is intricately chiseled. Series of gears, rods, and other mysterious metallic mechanisms form the inner workings of this device. The lever appears to be made from petrified wood. Okay. Piece of the mechanism appears to be missing. Pumpkin, skull, hammer, torch, dirk. Yeah, we're clearly missing something. I just realised I have a hammer. There was a room which had... Not that. Oh, down, yes. I wonder... You don't have to smash the rock pile with a hammer. The bone jarring hit does little to affect the rock. My guess is you want to be talking to the one that got you into this mess. Head in that direction. All your might, you swing the hammer at the mirror. Oddly enough, the weapon just bounces off the glass. Perhaps the mirror is enchanted. Ooh! You take a mighty swing with the hammer. A good section of the mirror shatters, revealing metal beneath it. Ooh, you rear back and strike the mirror with the hammer. The glass falls away from the frame, revealing the door behind it. You run your fingers along the jagged shards of broken glass. Ouch, that hurt, you mumble to yourself, pulling out a splinter. Okay, so now I've got a door, which I don't appear to be able to open. Pull on the door with all your might, the locked door just rattles in its frame. Okay. So I made a door, but I don't have a key. I have a feeling that one of these is a good mummy to burn. Ooh. Scroll. I love that then. Region wrappings. Scroll. Yes, wonderful. The scroll is faded. That's great. I meant to open it. Then look at it. Drawing of 6 rectangular shapes are drawn on the parchment. Several lines point to the shapes with writing underneath. You read 2 of the notations. This mirror leads through the furnace and into the castle beyond, and these mirrors require power to activate and will teleport to places strewn across the castle domains. Okay. Ooh, a leather sack. I'll have that then. No, don't use the sack. I want to open the sack. Rummage through the thick burlap, finding a scroll and 2 gears! Take these while discarding the sack. Handwritten scroll is faded and difficult to read, but you can make out one passage. When Marjal's tail lights the northern skies and the alignments are in harmony, then ye shall take the circle runes of water, fire, and the all-seeing eye and place them with the great eagle that sits on the one tree. Okay. For now, I'm going to go and use my gears in my little box thing. Attempt to use the gears on the closet. I'm attempting to use the gears. There's a gear on the gear. Use the gear on slot, okay. We're tired. Large gear. Gradually, the ancient mechanism turns when the gears stop. You listen for any telltale sign that something might have happened. Nothing. Doesn't sound right. You might want to try again. Well, can you go home, Ray? Oh, the mechanism glows and vibrates and begins to move. You can hear the sound of rushing water deep within the castle. Well, that kind of sounds encouraging, eh? You should probably go see what it just did. Don't lull me. If you're tired, go home. Sleep. You're not used to anybody, you know, dead. Oh, I made a passage! A trickle of water can be heard moving within the shallow underground riverbed. To the side, blah blah blah. The small cave makes a great hideaway, concealed as it is by the waterway. Okay. Its rune glows with power. It is firmly attached to the wall. Truly, there must be corpses in the circle. Okay, what's this? Corpse is dressed in what was once a regal set of robes. Blood stains the collar, perhaps providing a clue as to what killed this unfortunate soul. Smooth heavy stone. Let's grab some stones. Search this. Oh, you search the corpse for anything useful. Your efforts produce a scroll, which you deposit in your hand. I guess... No, right, I'm still saying what to do. Which is... relatively new scroll. Wonderful. Still want to open it first. Read the hastily scrolled walls... Walls? Walls on scroll! Words on the scroll. Brother, if you are reading this, then I fear we've underestimated his ambition in the depths he would travel in the dark arts. Protect the seals at all costs, he must not get them. Power up the ways and follow the mirrored path to the lone keep. Add your strength to onto Helm's. Nothing else, perhaps our Weathermaster can blunt the evil ones. Advance, especially with your support. Fare thee well. The high. Oh dear, I think you wait. Decided it's best not to disturb. pull with all your might. Okay, so it looks like explosive and wind. Concentrate during power from the air itself after a moment. Nah, work. Okay, hang on. Yes. Combine. Pumpkin. Wield the dirk with an expertise you didn't know you possessed. You lop off the top and carve a creepy face, transforming the pumpkin into a rather impressive-looking jack-o'-lantern. That's what I wanted to accomplish. And now, I have a jack-o'-lantern. Because there was one of those notes had something about a jack-o'-lantern and a mask. No, that's the one that talks about the dog. 3 pumpkins, the place beyond the harvest door. Well, I don't have the harvest door. I don't have the silver orb. It said something about the sewers. Which... I don't think I have access to. I think I've done the only thing I can do with that, but I've got another gear. Don't know why I have another gear. I think I did the only thing I can do with that. Ooh, though. Skull on slot. Oh. Clever. Runes on the archway glow. Okay. Come on, I've done... at least part of this. I'm fairly certain I got at least to the orb. I was sure I did. Something's securing it on the other side. Break my back. Always fun. Nah, it doesn't do anything. Use the lake on what? Not what I meant to hit. Okay. I got anything? Ow! Whaps my head. That's right again. It was only a pathetic whap. I just knocked my headset. Where are my gears? Did I accidentally reload something from... Oh, I might have accidentally reloaded instead of saved. I'm doing well. Yeah, look at that. Oops. Doofus. 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 I got my left and my right mixed up. That's a good start. I thought I had fewer scrolls than... Oops. Not what I meant to do. Okay, so something about... Tree. Okay, let's try that again. Go. Try that again. Hold the quick save. Being a dimwit. I kind of wanted to push it rather than pull it, but there we go. Ooh. Nothing happens. Damn. Great intelligence. Thunder. Coins. at this point in the not casual, though I resent that because it told me normal, my dad probably ran out of torches. And in fact, I think I did when I was playing it through on the 8-bit. Doing things in the dark, which is not great. But I guess you play it through so you know what the freak you're supposed to do. You know what? I'm just gonna set him on fire. Oh. What am I missing? The annoying thing is when I've done this game before. I suppose I could try the other spell. Need something different. I use Stoke. I know I need to go down somewhere because that mirrors place had a thing that you could open. No, I've got to cross the lake somehow. Okay, you'll be giving hints. Okay, well, give me a hint. The lake was frozen, you could walk right over to it. I could. But I don't have anything to freeze the lake with. So that isn't helpful. Catch it. With a shout, you launch yourself towards the dragon, swinging your hammer over your head. The dragon notices you, moves its ponderous weight, and begins gathering your breath. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I am out of ideas. I am out of ideas. Cannot light it on fire. Ooh, stabbing pains in your stomach. The green pallor. Iron shield gives you some measure of comfort. I'm probably gonna die before I figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. May as well kill the rest of that. scratches and scrapes. Oh well. Deck fails to do anything constructive. Sister. I mean, yeah, I have. Well, the skull, I don't think it's a sister. I've got a door I can't open. A hatch I can't open. Runes I can't move. Dragon I can't kill. Sprites I can't catch. A gear that seems to be left over, but I feel like I should be able to use it. And I'm a little lost. Please, someone suggest something. Look for an obelisk. Shift in the floor. Force yourself through the narrow opening and into the darkness beyond. I like taking the bone. The arrow. Like taking this one. Fire. Hold it. Okay. Going somewhere. Oh, hello. Stands at the edge of a lava-filled chasm. Possible as it seems, the faint, terrified screams of him. Some unfortunate soul echoes. Metal brazier has a white ball. little tripod. The legs look like it's a series of inverted hooks poorly welded together. Carving on this keystone is a circle and then a shield outline. Strange writings cover the stone. You think you recognize the name Marjal among the hard-to-decipher language. That was one of them scrolls. When Marjal's tail lights the northern skies, circle runes of water and fire. Place them within. Okay, no, that doesn't actually make any sense. Half-buried stone appears to be a keystone. Sturdy bridge. This bridge does not look sturdy. Rickety bridge. Warning. Let's go. Okay. Well, let's go this way then. Uh-oh. Dense fog greets you as the stone passage opens into a small chamber. Temperature plummets as a creature materializes in front of you. It flinches from the writing. Oh, bleep bloop. Torchbearer, 15G. Collecting 10 torches. With a cry, you swing the lit torch at the wraith. The ethereal being is instantly enveloped in a bright flash of flame. Its tortured moan hanging in the air as it vanishes. I got another pumpkin! Oh, my controller batteries are low. Bear with me. Oh, I gotta move. I gotta move. I don't like moving. Oh, we're family attached. That one looks like Triforce. That one is a door. Okay, hang on 2 seconds. Let me find where I put my battery. There. Alright. I'll be back in a moment. There we go, it's charging now. Ooh, whether it be sewer or reservoir system for the castle, mold, mildew and moss that speckle the stones in this chamber. We'll have that then. Read the scroll. One particular word stands out from the rest. And tries! In your mind's eye you see a glyph glowing with power. I learned a spell. Ooh, hello. Hatch. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we can go this way then. Found the obelisk. Peering through the darkness, you drop down in the muck and crawl through the tight opening. The stone den is damp and smells of corpse. No, copse and green foliage. As if a mirage, the far side of the cave shimmers and power emanates from a standing stone obelisk. 10 hands high, embellished with strange glyphs and 3D notches, hums with an ancient power. Assures you it can be powered by an simple magical invocation. Nothing happens. It was invoky something. Strange apparition coalesces from within the obelisk, the ghostly figure of an old man cloaked in a shimmering veil. I'm gonna have some chocolate while he talks. I'm gonna mute.
You have done well, simple soldier. Now, listen if you have ears, since the shadows grow long and time fleet. Some 40 years past, an evil, the likes the world has not beheld, escaped its prison. Talimar, the Black, he of whom I have already spoken. This warlock lord brought forth his dark magics and conjurations, and unleashed his foul vassals, desecrating these sacred halls. Talimar has laid waste to the combined power of man. And what of the Circle of 12, the great wizards? They are no more. I am the last. Pity me not, boy.
You're
We
dead.
were resolute in our judgment, but erred greatly. 'Twould have been better to put our brother to death, but mercy and folly prevailed.
As they always do.
I know not Talimar's full plans, but have discovered enough to fill my heart with fear. And yet, hope remains, and it stands or falters with you. Fare thee well.
Oh! Blackmar the Timeless vanishes, leaving behind a scroll glowing open the words something. Wizard's Friends, 15G, finding Blackmar the Timeless. The words, fare thee well. Okay, so that. I'll have that. So that was the thing in the sewer then. Didn't actually mean to go back, but I'll do that. I really wish Lookout with scrolls, you know, sort of just, you know, opened it, you know, obviously. And then Lookout. Alright. Read the words on the scroll aloud. 5 to find. 3 are 1. 1 gives access to the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden thorn. The last to invoke, the platinum horn. Oh, I remember this riddle. It were annoying. What did he say? Something about Talimar. Okay. I could have gone up, I realise. Oh, hello. Sense of furtive movement within the darkness of the opening. Something or someone is up there. Well, let's go capture some spirity things. Taking the silver orb from your satchel, you advance upon the ice elemental. You barely hold on as a power from within the orb latches onto the singularity and pulls it inside. A frosty pattern immediately encases the orb. Oh, hang on. Attack the dragon. Silver orb and dragon shaking into steps. No, he's good. Now we're going to try freezing the lake. Release the ice elemental, you fumble with the silver orb, dropping it in the lake. Immediately the still water freezes in a solid sheet of ice. Excellent. Luke. your way across the slippery ice. So, yoink. Yoink. Or skeleton. Water, so do I have both of them now? What was it I was supposed to hold to put it in the quick thingy? In the pumpkin. I keep on hitting back, which is not what I wanted to do. Where's my dirk? Blindfold. Interesting. X. I seem to have lost my knife. Oh no, there we go. Now I have another jack-o'-lantern. I say another, but I actually seem to have lost the other one. Right, now I have two jack-o'-lanterns. What is... Oh, it's an arrow! I thought it was a divider for some reason. I was very confused. Okay. Excuse me. Right. Insert the key. Door unlocks and you throw away the key. Of course you do. As you open the door, a wave of heat. Whoa. Pushes over you as you move into the room. Intense heat, surely from the unearthly fire before you, fills this large room. Which elemental puts itself in a fire pit? Door. Right. Door. Silencing Yark. Select the hit icon. He can pipe up if he wants to. Veins of light coloured rock. Large gear. I'm going to go with... use that gear. Mechanism resists, okay. Is there a lever of some sort here? Yes, thank you, Yorick. I do know we're on a quest. Figure out how to get the door open. A mighty quest, yes. We are an adventurer. Ah! Fire a spell to raise or lower it. Perfect. There we go. This rune, okay. Got another scroll! Read the elegant writing of the scroll. Brother Dalden, please see to it that the circle chamber is prepared for the ritual. The circle dais was in need of some repair the last time we performed the initiate spell. On it, we have a young candidate ready for initiation. Once the rite is performed on the platform, please bestow upon him all authority and privilege commensurate with an acolyte of the order. It is signed with an archaic letter L. Oh, we can go in. Ooh. This chamber is dominated by an intricately carved circle wreathed by 12 stone thrones. Power pulsates from mystical symbols set within the floor. While much of the scroll is faded, one part still stands out. And in the end, the evil shall be thrice defeated and thrice returned. The first shall raise a warder to bar the gates from opening. The second shall raise one of the carefree to travel the path of luck. The last shall raise a raven to remake what was undone. The letter is signed to Gabriel and includes a glyph which shows 4 vertical lines of varying heights. I want to use a spell. Focus. Image of Lakmir materializes. There we go.
Listen carefully to my words, boy. There were many who followed the path of the One. Worthy were they, and I counted them as brothers and sisters. Now only I remain. He who is called Timeless. I have fought the good fight, sending many of Talimar's horde back to the depths that spawned them. And though my power is beyond that of mortal man, it is not without limit. But why do I appear before you thus? Am I a ghost? No. Surely I am more than that. This is naught but a projection. As my living being has sought shelter within my tower, it is here I continue my studies to aid you in what ways I can.
Okay, Dumbledore, Gandalf.
I grow weary, but know this. I have glimpsed a vast power at the foundation of this castle. This power the Warlock Lord covets above all else. But he fears as well. A hero from the line of the ancients. Or so says Gabriel the Bard.
Well, don't worry, I've got 2 pumpkins and a couple of stones.
Gird yourself against what is to come, simple soldier. And forsake me not. Follow the ways of the circle. Stray not from its path.
Straight on from his path, he finishes, his form fades away to nothing. Censure. Don't have that one yet. Let's go this way. As a glance back at the stone dais, you mount the steps and quickly climb the stairs to whatever lay beyond. Okay. Oh, rope! Well. Looked like one of those gears that you could use there. Oh. Get stuck. Mask and wrap the blindfold around my head. Because why not? Alright, for the mask. That invokes a spirit, and that opened a thing, and that was supposed to make the drawbridge go down. Jeez, come on. can only have one at a time. Right. That seems to make sense. In which case I want the water one. I'll try something. Ah. Okay, in which case... Use the pumpkin, which is a mighty orb of capture. No, the orb works fine. Ooh. Unmistakable twang of a longbow. Crap. Someone's firing arrows at me. Interesting. Ah, that did not work. The orb captures them. You just can only have one at a time. That looks like water, you see. Oh, okay. That did not work then. Damn it! Right, I need a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ugh, damn. Need to get that spell. I wonder. Remember where those other symbols were. They're in there. That's what I was trying to get. It sort of looks like a wind and explosion. I don't. I'm just going to try and use the water on the dragon, but I think most things seem to have one, like, use case. I'm clearly missing something. Aha, you exclaim, releasing the water elemental to battle the deadly dragon. Unfortunate, the watery element entity takes one look at the dragon and hightails it out the other side of the room. Right. That didn't work then. Okie dokes, okie dokes. What was I going to try? Yeah. Combine. No, okay, that's not it. Yeah, my torches aren't running out, so that's okay. That's not the one I wanted to read. 5 to find, 3 are 1, 1 gives access to the bladed. Silver orb to banish below, the staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining to the golden thorn. Last to invoke the plan. I have a silver orb. Um, 301. So combine 3 to give access to the Bladed Sun. But it mentions 4 things. I've got the Silver Orb. I don't have anything else. And I can't get across that other... I'm just going to see what Yorick says about this. Putting something together, down in the caves, might be something you could use there. Something that you can tie to the end of the rope. Where are my stones? No, not the pumpkin, you dumb thing! Okay. Well, what have I found except for the arrow and the rope? I almost need a stone and thread and rope. Down in the caves. Something metal, maybe. Maybe somewhere. Oh! It's a thing! Hanging around down there. Ugh. What do you want me to do, game? What do you want me to do? I'm annoyed. Naps are good. Yeah, I'll go for a nap soon. Oh, that's the lit torch. Why do that? Yes. Shut up, Yorick. I actually wasn't trying to. I was trying to put it back in, but apparently no. I swear there used to be a cup on here. Time zone change. Oh, you're in America, aren't you? 3-3. I was like, why? What are you doing? So, oh, you're going. You're in America, though? Oh. You're getting used to it beforehand. That sounds just weird. Metal and rope. I have metal and rope! But you won't let me combine them! Yeah, I have to stay up extra long, I guess. I mean, stay up till 7 and then it's 11, but I mean, you could do a halfway, do 4 hours. Any ideas, or should I just call it a night? If everything was on the East Coast, then that would just be stupid, because I've been going to work when it's dark, and that's just depressing. No, they should be in, like, the UK, and then that wouldn't be stupid. I'm clearly missing something somewhere. Some little tiny thing. Something strong to support you. Something metal, maybe, and some rope. I have fucking metal and rope. I'm allowed one swear. Hesitant step on the rickety bridge. The bridge sways and creaks alarmingly. You halt him mid-stride and step back off the bridge. It definitely doesn't seem safe. Perhaps is there some entity that could help you become lighter than air. Okay, I need a wind spirit. Where the bleep do I find a wind spirit? I haven't seen one anywhere. Alright, I have a metal rod, and I have a rope, and I have some stones, but it won't let me do anything. Now I'm just sad. Well, that's just poor show. How do I bend the bar? How do I bend the bar? What if I can... I'm fed up of going back and forth now. I don't want to throw it in the flames, I just want it to bend so I can make a hook. That's clearly not the answer. Why don't they just insert a picture? Any idea what I'm supposed to do? Because this is just getting annoying. It's like, oh, well, you know, why not combine a rope with a thing? But, no. Bye, Jesse. Safe travels. I'm stuck. I'm annoyed. Clearly it wants me to do some kind of thing. What I would do is a stone tied to a string tied to a rope. That's not an option. I don't have any string. Maybe a hook tied to a rope. An arrow tied to a rope. But I've tried those things and it does not work. I really don't want to be trying everything with anything. So I'm just pissed off now. It's like, be obscure. That's fine. But, you know, something useful. Somehow I don't think it's say help. Just gonna save it in a slot, because why not? I'm gonna call it, because I'm starting to get irritated, and that's not good. I'm tired, and I've been doing this for 2 hours. So, over 2 hours. Well, unless you can tell me how the hell I get in a window, then I'm stopping. Because I can't get in the window, I can't find the items that I would use. Yeah, exactly. So, I'm not making progress if all I'm doing is going back and forth and pissing myself off. So, I'm stopping. I'll pick it up again on Thursday, maybe. I might play something different for a change. I don't know. I'm definitely not playing Mass Effect, so I don't think I can take another 2.5 hours of dying over and over again. But for now, thank you for watching. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. This has been Shadowgate. And I bid you good night.